Hi, everybody, and welcome to Alter States with Rachel on the Ascension Network. Hi, hello. Hello, Victor. Hello, Brigitte. How is everybody doing? Look at this. I look like a hot mess. I don't even know where I'm at. Let me pull myself together and act like I got some sense up in here. Hi, Kelsey. I was leaning over my book bag and I was trying to find my animal spirit stuff, and so I was discombobulated whenever I came up. Don't y'all hate discombobulation? Oh, Brigitte, I'm so happy to see you too. I'm so happy to see everyone. Hi, Joni. Y'all want me to sing for y'all? This is going to be compliments of Joni and Conway Twitty. Joni, Joni, please don't cry. You'll forget me by and by. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. And this is no alcohol. This was just completely normal, right? But hello, Pamela. Welcome. All right, everybody. I got 2 tarot decks. Got a spirit animals. I got my guardian of the nights. I got muology. I got angels and ancestors. Hey, KJ. Johnny, you been crying? Oh, girl, why you been crying? Can't be crying. It's just a Monday. Can't be crying. It's almost Taco Tuesday. Oh, look, Ascension Network in the house. Okay. So, listen, everybody. I'm going to use, I don't think I've ever used these with stress, right? These is spirit animals. And there is this lady in Colorado that makes these. These cards are super, super cool. You know, just because I like to keep Jennifer on her toes, I'm fixing to disappear, okay? Bye-bye. Be back for a second. Oh, man, you can't see them. Anyway, this lady and that made these spirit animal cards, she made these. So these are actually like birthday cards or just regular cards, and I framed them. So that is the hawk. It's the hawk. Then we have the owl. Can you see that? These are just cool, okay? And no, I don't have any affiliate with her. But, okay, just, you know, because I'm a hot mess, this I have to redo and hang up. But look, it's these trees, and they look like ladies. And again, these are just like like birthday cards, you know, just blank cards that you could buy. And then look, who is this? This like is like the medicine man or like the traveler man, but he reminds me of the hermit because you can see all the light. Again, he's, you know, the man is heading over to the tree ladies. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get some tree honey, if you know what I'm saying. And the other one is all the animals. So I really like her. You know, next time I promise if I'm going to pull props up, I'll make sure that they're all in their little proper home. But yeah, I really like her. So Joni, I'm going to pull I'm going to pull an animal card for you to let you know what you need to, you know, how you can deal with your, you know, some stress, right? What kind of energy. So I work with animal guides and animal spirits. And so this is the spirit or the medicine of the animal. So we have animal guides, you know, that are with us, that are, you know, are born with us. And then we also have animal guides that join us throughout our life at different points. If you know that you're fixing to go into a situation, say like, hey, I'm fixing to go and ask for a raise, or I'm at this medical situation, I would like an animal to help me do this. You can ask for whatever animal medicine that would help. You know, so If you need like a little boost, you can ask for a power animal. So let's see. What animal does Joni need to help with her stress? What animal medicine can help her with her stress? Joni, yours is the bison. It's the buffet abundance. Okay. And this is one of the cool ones because look at it. It's the bison. Okay. And, the bison and the buffalo, they're kind of one of the same. They are, they carry the weight, But if you look at it, they've got the stars going above them and it's also got the moon and they kind of meet in the middle. All right. Bison is abundance. Abundance is made through manifesting through good action and prayer without pushing or forcing your own will. Bison's massive shoulders can withstand many burdens, but they can also hold up rewards. Live life with a natural rhythm and abundance will follow in its own time. It is the easiest path. So there you go, Joni. Call upon the spirit of the bison, and if you're stressed, let him carry your burdens for a while, right? Let him carry your burdens, or just let him carry your burdens, And I know that sounds hard, but if you really can, I know a lot of people, will give their burdens over to a higher authority, whether that be Jesus, God, or whoever you recognize as that higher, that divine spirit. And if you can really give it to them, it will make a difference. I'm telling y'all. Whenever I had a situation with my daughter, it was a huge thing. And I was like, okay, God, I'm giving it over to you. I'm no longer worrying about it. No, I still would show up and I still participated. It wasn't like I completely just washed my hands of the situation. But, that is one of the only ways I think that I was able to come out of that without killing anybody. Because that's the way it was happening. And so, Joni, let them carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. Or Joni, you can let us carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I'll carry some. All right, Joni, I have another song. It's not Conway. It's Michael Jackson. I'm not even going to try and sing, but it's I Am Not Alone. I Am Here With You. That's Michael Jackson. Right? All right. Who wants another animal cards? You're going to get an animal card and you're going to get a song. It just is the way it is. Hi, Chastity. Okay, Jay. You dreamt you turned into a pink and red koi last night. Not much of a fish fan, though. I would love a spirit animal card. Okay. So a koi, okay, pink and red. So, of course, you have to think, what does pink and red mean to you? Is that love? Is that passion? Stand by one moment, please. I feel like a librarian. I've got all these resources right here with me. Let me know if y'all need a snake skin or a feather or bullhorns. I have those too. Let's just see. So, whenever I think of the fish, the koi, of course, that's water. So that's emotions. Really, it all depends on what the fish were doing. Were they swimming? Was they eating? Was they just, being elusive? What were they doing? Very, very cool. But yeah, I think of koi kind of like that very Asian, almost like the phoenix rising up. I think of the koi as the same thing. let's just see. So I'm using Animal Wise, and it's Ted Andrews. Animal Speak, I mean. Oh my gosh. I could just look this up a whole lot faster. We'll just leave it like it is. Whatever. It's all about good intentions, right? Yeah. So that's really kind of cool, KJ. All right, KJ. Let's see what animal for you. The other thing about that, when animals come to y'all in dreams, see what they're doing and really think about them. So like with KJ, she's saying that she dreamt of koi. So if the koi were out walking on land, then that would be typically something that a koi fish does not do. Also, typically when you think of koi fish, you think of them like being really kind of big. So if it was something small, like a small koi, think of it, really kind of look at it and see if it's something out of characteristic, and then go and look it up online. See if it's something that it typically wouldn't do, or see if it's something that it would do if it was in its natural habitat. All right, KJ. This seems like you too. Fox. Shape shifting and invisibility. All right, KJ. Using careful adaptability, Fox blends into the environment like the wind, using sharp, intuitive observance. Keep your family safe by listening to the acts of others, not just hearing the words. Be observant to gather internal wisdom, but without the need to share your thoughts. I think that is perfect, KJ. And again, that's kind of like along the lines of what I was asking about, like in your dreams. What was it doing? Were they doing what they were supposed to be doing, or were they doing something that was out of characteristic for it? KJ, I really love this because this sounds like they're doing some kind of, like the fox being the shapeshifter, that they're doing some kind of recon, but they're not doing it manipulative. They're just doing it to, one, for clarity, and I just want to say like tactical. Like it's like it feels like whatever you're doing, if you chose to do this, it would be tactical. So KJ, I'm wondering if you have a situation to where you almost want to observe a group to kind of see if they are saying what they really are doing and what they're supposed to be doing, whether you can jump all in or not. All right. All right, KJ, be a shapeshifter, blend in. All right, Pamela Long. Let's see what Pamela Long needs. What animal Pamela Long needs. And you know what? I'm going to pull something from the Moonology too. This is an oracle card. I really don't know a whole lot about moon phases. And so this is one way that I kind of learn. All righty. All right, Pamela. What do the cards need for Pamela? Okay. All right, Pamela. So the animal is elk. Elk. So the elk, the medicine that you need to try and pull, or the medicine that you need to pull in of the elk, stamina. Elk has powerful strength and stamina by pacing itself using consistent, courageous actions in communication. It maintains continued success. Honor both the company of your own gender and the opposite to realign with the warrior and warrior's energy. Its neck will help you make a bridge for living cooperatively. Alrighty. And the Moonology card is this. It's the new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Oh, that is really cool because, Gemini is all about, to me, that duality, again, it's that duality. It's that, masculine and that feminine. And then the elk is talking about the warrior and the warrioress energy. Communication between both, realizing that you are both, even though that we are born this or we identify with this or whatever it is, we still have both the feminine aspect within us. And it's that balance that we kind of strive to be. And the thing is, they're not always going to be equal because there's times whenever we need to be the feminine, being that warrioress energy, and there's time that we need to be the masculine, that warrior type energy. And just realizing that we're always in this transition of shifting from both to both, and we need to honor both. I'm going to read this. Y'all might know about the moons, but let's just learn. And I know there's dead air time, but you know what, boys and girls, it's just what it is, right? It's just, we're just learning. Welcome to the library here. Oh, and look, it all goes in order. So good thing I know my zodiac. Okay. All right, Pamela. Communication is key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini is all about the new start of a cycle with communicating with the person at the center of your question. So Gemini is a sign of communication and socializing and of ideas and travel, and the energy around it, around this card, is all about being speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. New moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Gemini loves a chat. One thing to be aware of that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations can help unscramble crossed wires in your brain. So take time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. And read more books. And actually, my moon is in Gemini. All right. Pamela, you used to live at the Grand Canyon and used to have elk in front of your apartment a lot. Oh my gosh, I love the Grand Canyon. That is the vacation I want to take my kids to. That would be so cool. We went to Arizona and rode a train in. Okay, let's see. All right, Kelsey, let's pull a card for you. right, Kelsey, yours is the frog. And take time to breathe out. It's about the disseminating moon. All right, frog, cleansing information. Frog sings to bring rain for the earth and tears to cleanse the soul. It celebrates metamorphosis, abundance, and healing through refreshing purification to find inner peace and joy. It bridges the magical place between water and land and uses sound as a medium to bring in healing and growth. And that is perfect because frog. So, Kelsey, whenever I think of like the frog, where it's a water and a land animal, that to me is all about like conscious and subconscious. You're, it's like you're in both worlds. And, like a frog really doesn't stay in both. It lives in, you're not supposed to stay in the other. It's all about balance. You're supposed to be in both. All right. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And I cannot talk, so y'all just have to like pretend like y'all know y'all are listening to story time, okay? I should have thought this through better, right? Okay, I'm committed anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to do this. Okay. All right, Kelsey. This is for you. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what we are left with, that's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experience rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel like you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is a time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. And that is perfect because when you think of the frog is definitely all about cycles, because when it's born, it's those little like jelly dot larvae, like what's it called? Caviar. I just made that up. But you know what it looks like. And then what do? It goes into a cycle, and then it turns into a tadpole, and then it turns into another cycle. And if you think about it, a tadpole is like really one messed up looking thing because it can look like a little bitty fish, and then at some point it like loses its tail and it gains legs. Come on. So yeah, you basically just are constantly evolving, and life is all about cycles. So there you go. Kelsey, life is all about cycles. And take time to breathe. Don't get upset if you're losing your tail because you know what? Chances are you might have two legs growing in, right? All right, Jackie Jones. Jackie Jones Blaylock. All righty, Jackie. You are the antelope. Speed, action. Using knowledge and adaptability, antelope lives with action to strengthen the heart and mind. Its insulating coat encourages you to come out of the hiding and be seen. Listen for solutions. Take the leap. Use mental agility and your psychic antenna to attain your dreams. And like, look, so So the antelope is all about taking action. And so he is running full force. And the air and the energy that is coming off his horns, it says knowledge, action, learning, head, and heart. It's like you're running through all those things. And Jackie Jones Blayrock, the moon is a gibbous moon, and it's all about you're very close to achieving your goal. And that's a cool picture too. I like those. I've got some of those on my phone where I'm laying down and looking up at the pine trees, because here in Georgia we got those tall pine trees. All right. The word gibbous means bulging. So those that have bulging disc, it's not really a bulging disc, it's a gibbous disc. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation that you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you are being reminded that some adjustments may be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, and hopefully this is reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard, or one false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you, it's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. So now is a good time to review your plans. Keep momentum going as you move toward your dreams. Staying focused. Keep the momentum moving and stay focused. I like it. All right. Who wants one? Who wants one? Victor. You just automatically get one by default, okay? Hey, Elise. Ooh, Victor. All right, Victor. This one is the armadillo. Protection, boundaries, and empathic. And I have an armadillo living in my garage right now. So, armadillo can protect itself even when it is most vulnerable in spirit and health. Its claws dig for what it is underneath, taking it to new dimensions. A strong sense of smell helps to determine its issues smell right or if they're a little bit fishy. Make sure your feelings are yours and that you're not picking up on others' feelings. Then, armadillo. Protection, boundaries, and empathic. And look at this pretty card. This is about a new moon in Libra. New romantic beginnings. Give and take could well be the answers to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, then chances are this is a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do or after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as keeping up with someone in a business or in your personal life. Libra. Y'all, I'm struggling tonight. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere this time. So pay some attention to your parents, but don't be all about appearances. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious. It's always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or anytime you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiation, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. The energy wants everything to be back in equilibrium. There you go. And as much as I'm all for love, Victor, this can also be the, anybody, I'm not just picking out Victor, but when it talks about relationships, one of the biggest relationships that we have and one of the biggest relationships that we struggle with is the relationship with ourselves. Welcome to my TED Talk. All right, Brigitte. All right, Brigitte. Yours is a lovely swan. Awaken power of self-beauty. Swan accepts what the future presents with grace by living with conscious grace. Your own self-transformation will allow your future to see and honor your intuition and your beautiful self, just as it is in the present. Love yourself. You are lovely, like the lotus, and as you unfold, you can see the beauty in others. Oh, is that not beautiful? And then the card with this is New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Aquarius, that is before Cancer. See, I told y'all these cards help me learn about astrology. Bring love into the situation. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is a time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius can mean no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on whether you believe that you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving and not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, it's scientific even, and it's relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water barrier, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than emotional water sign. As this card is, no matter when you draw it, drawing convention works well with this energy. So, Aquarius. Yeah. So, I don't know how many of y'all do, cards, but I was always kind of nervous about oracle cards because, oracle cards are so much different than tarot cards. But you can draw like an oracle. You can draw a card any day, like if you was just going to do like some kind of self-reflection or the energy for the day. But, like somebody might say, oh, well, I'm just not much of a moon person. I don't know about the phases. But they really do help you learn. And that was one reason why I got these cards. Is that way I could start to learn about the moon phases and the different things. And animals, I just love animals. I love animals. I love crystals. I love tacos. I love them all. All right. Hey, Kathleen. Hi, Elise. Yes, Elise, there's time. All right, Elise. Yours is dragonfly. I have a whole lot of dragonflies at my house. Dragonflies' wings reflect and shift light and color to allow you to see through the veil of illusion and to see where magic reigns. Tied to water and air, it reminds us that change can be emotional and mental. Seek change. Look at what is in front of you and behind you to gain clear perspective. To gain clear perspective. Okay, so what we're learning tonight is Aquarius is not a water sign, it's an air sign. And the dragonfly, it is air and water also. So that is emotions in air. Alrighty, so the moon card is your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So let's see what that says. All right, this is for Elise. There could be some challenges coming your way, but that's just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how that works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome and what you believe to be true for you, so believe in yourself. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It is a time when the sun and moon are at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. But no matter when you pull this card, you may see that the dramas are a stepping stone to be where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. So that is perfect for the dragonfly with illusions. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm struggling. I guess I need to keep saying I'm struggling because I'm not, right? I'm not really struggling. Yeah. So really, basically, the dragonfly is an illusion, but it all depends on how you look at it, right? It's all about your perspective. All right. Anybody else? Yes, yes, yes. I know I love animal cards. I have so many animal cards. Ted Andrews, the Animal Wise. So if you're drawn to nature, Ted Andrews, I'm sure y'all probably know about him, but he does one called Animal Wise. He does one called Animal Speak. He can tell you, he has also cards. They're cool. They're not my favorite, but they are, I think most of them bird oriented. But in his books, he gives you a lot of, I wouldn't say rituals, but different things that you can do outside with the seasons, with different weather patterns. He talks about how to read the environment around us, how basically like the dream interpretation, what we were talking about before. If you have a dream about like the landscape, what does it look like? Like if we were talking about the Grand Canyon, if you had a dream about it, compared about the ocean, about maybe like the desert, how different landscapes, how you can use those for meditations. He has different meditations that you can do with feathers. He has just really cool books. So, and he has this, I think he is self-published, and he's in middle of nowhere, Tennessee, which is really cool too. But he also has a lot of books for kids for developing their psychic abilities or helping a child and parents who have realized their children have psychic abilities. And I think he has a couple of protection books as well. It's really, really cool. Sure, Kathleen. All right, Kathleen. So yours is the Badger. Aggressive self-reliance. Badger fights for what it wants. Wait a minute. Boys and girls, did I mess up? This is for Elise, right? Or is this for Kathleen? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I have been struggling ever since I got home this afternoon with a really, really bad headache. And it has just made me like wishy-washy and all kinds of stuff. You know what? So I know I said Kathleen, but I also said Elise. I don't want to pull again separate cards. Kathleen. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Kathleen. All right. Thank you, Ascension Network. Glad you know what's going on. All right, Kathleen. Badger. Aggressive self-reliance. Badger fights for what it wants. It digs below the surface and sees what is unsaid. As a healer, it is a keeper of medicine roots and grounds energy. Okay, Badger fights for what it wants. It digs below the surface and sees what is unsaid. As a healer, it is the keeper of medicine roots and grounds negative energy by moving into the earth, focusing on what is good. It uses ferociousness with creativity and improvement. So yes, if you wanted to work with herbs or root medicine, then the Badger, that would be a good one to call on. If you wanted to transmute energy, that would be another good animal to call on, because they dig in the ground and they can transmute that energy. So the moon is a new moon in Gemini, and we know that this is all about communication. So Kathleen, a successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini is all about the start of a new cycle from communicating to the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer for whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're about concerns a sibling or a neighbor, then there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most important, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. So there you go, Kathleen. Yes, KJ, you can get a moon card. Moon card. We are in a class at Hogwarts Library. Oh my gosh, I love that. Have you ever been to Disney and been to see, I don't even know. What's it even called? I know it's not called Peter Piper. What's it called? 1, 2, 3. I know it's not Lord of the Rings. I don't even know. That's bad. Anyway, at Disney in Florida, they have a whole theme. They don't have a whole theme park, but they have a section devoted to whoever it is with Hogsworth in the 9 3/4 where they jump through the wall. I don't know why I'm struggling tonight. All right, Kathleen. Ooh. All right, KJ. KJ. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. KJ. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That is what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experience rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax, breathe, because we can't all be on all the time. If you feel like you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do it differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation, then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump, and you need to take out some time for you, for your own good. Harry Potter, that's it. It's not at Disney, it's at the other one, at Epcot. Is that what it is? Oh, no, The Badger card is really, really good, Kathleen. And the fact that you don't like it, then that says that that's one that you need to work with. Because normally the energies we don't like are the ones that we like snakes are mine, snakes and spiders. So those are ones that I'm trying to erase. The other one, universals, yeah, universals. So yeah, the Badger card. Besides, the Badger can be a little bit feisty too. Kathleen, are you a little bit feisty? All right, I'm going to pull one for me, if y'all don't mind. Hi, Mika. That's a new name. Welcome, Mika. Welcome. I don't think I've noticed that. Well, welcome. Ooh, I'm liking this. And I did not pick through to find it. All right. My card is the Frog, which is all about cleansing and purification. Frog sings to bring rain for the earth and tears to cleanse the soul. It celebrates metamorphosis, abundance, and healing through refreshing purification to find inner peace and joy. It bridges the magical place between water and land and uses sound as a medium to bring its healing and growth. And my card, holla, I take it. It's my new one. It is New Moon in Taurus. And I think we have a moon in Taurus coming up. I don't know. All right. I mean, I do because I pulled the card. Okay. Y'all can have it too if you want some. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter and when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Y'all, this is me. I'm going to tell y'all a story in a minute, okay? You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with the luxurious Venus, and this card holds the moon energy. So now's a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or a 6-year time. Miss Hala, I'm claiming this card twice. Abundance of money and abundance of sex. No babies. I will take creativity, but no babies. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Attune to the moon. Give or get a massage. Holla at your girl right here. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order. Yeah, I need to start saving, and getting clear on what you value most will help find peace. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is time to work your magic to create the money you want so you can have creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Yes, so true, so true, so true. So let me tell y'all something about manifesting. There was a situation that come up, and we needed some money, and I'm not talking about like a little bit. I'm talking about, like it wasn't $1 million, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have it, it feels like $1 million. It seemed like a very huge thing, and we had a short amount of time to raise this said cash. And I kept telling my husband that it was going to be fine. And, now we just didn't like I'm sure he thought that I just went to bed and just thought, oh, it'll be fine. And, like it's all going to magically appear. And he has physically done things to get the money, sell things. And we've both done things. And not physically like sell our bodies, but, like be productive. Like we're actively working towards this goal. And so the deadline is coming up in a couple weeks. And he's like, will you count and see how much money we have? And I wanted to count with him. So I wanted, him to be present whenever I counted, but I didn't want him to be there because I knew it would, bother him if we was way off. But the whole time I kept saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So let me tell y'all. So we had a stash here and we had a stash there, and I pulled it all together and I kept counting, and I was, doing tallying on a piece of paper from different things where we have money coming in, and we were short, and something kept saying recount. So I recounted, and more money came, and then I was still short, and then I heard him say recount, and I recounted. Y'all, I felt like Jesus in the Bible with the loaves of fish and wine. And I sat there and I cried and cried and cried. And so we have more than enough. And I'm super excited. And I probably won't tell him that, what happened, because he'll think that I miscounted and I'm not, capable of handling finances because I can't even count. But I counted and it was short and it said recount. And that happened several times. So I'm telling y'all, I don't know what happened, but I'm claiming it and I'm thankful and I'm very appreciative. So who knows what happened? You got to trust in the universe, right? Hi, Lynn. All right. Who wants one more? Yes, it was a huge blessing, and it's a huge blessing. And like I've said, it's not like I'm all airy-fairy with my head up in the clouds, but again, that was one of those things that when it came up, it was very overwhelming. I didn't know what to do, and I give it over because I give it over, give it to the higher power. I gave it to God because I knew. And I knew that, I heard it was going to be taken care of and it would be fine, and it was. So, yes, a wonderful blessing. All righty. It's a huge blessing. All right, boys and girls, does anybody want another card? Oh, this is the other thing, too. I have really been working on my social media. Whenever because whenever I was saying that snakes and spiders are the things that I need to work on, social media is also something I need to work on. So I have been working on it and studying it as far as marketing and doing all these cool things. So it won't be long and I'm going to do my own page as Rachel, whatever, intuitive, psychic, bullshitter, whatever. I got to think of some adjectives to describe myself. So after I get that done, if y'all will go, it's going to be a couple days, but I'm going to do it before this weekend. But after I get that done, if y'all will please and go like it. Of course, after you've already liked the Ascension Network. Yes, Lynn, you can have one. And the other cool thing is I'm actually learning about the social media stuff. And there are keywords that you can put into your Facebook page to where people can't troll on it. Who knew? So it automatically blocks them. Hi, Samantha. I've been thinking about you. And then I saw you post something about your sinus stuff. Yeah, this is my friend Samantha that gave me the chickens. Yes, Samantha, I talk about my chickens. All right, Lynn. This is for you. All right, Lynn. Your card is the Crow, Sacred Law. And Crow says, find the door to the supernatural to learn the mysteries of creation. See the physical world as an illusion. Great Spirit actually lives in all of us equally, so seek a higher order of right and wrong, good and bad, one based in love, and understand that change is without time or boundaries. Then your moon card is full moon in Pisces, and it's all about balance, spirituality, and practicality. So let's see what that says. All right, Lynn. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question to the solution of your issue, and it will come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting like the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop and act for everyone's sake. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so the full moon in Pisces symbolizes marking endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive deep into your emotions. Okay, Jay, you was cranky before you logged on, feeling lighter and better? Me too. Me too. All right, Samantha, I'm going to pull you a card too. I'm pulling animal cards and moon cards. I'm just taking liberties for you, Samantha. All right, Samantha. Bat, rebirth. Bat breaks down the self by facing its greatest fears. It helps prepare for change, and change can be good. It throws out the challenge to let go of the old and embrace the new. Bat understands the balance of shadow and light and isn't afraid to face its darkness so it can enjoy the light. All right. And the moon card is it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. The flame it is. A wonderful new start beckons and you're right on track. Drawing this card is a superbly possible sign. If there is something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is a time to tune in, really tune in into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever your endeavor is asking about. Don't go too fast and forget your manners, but treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Do your best and be happy with that. Avoid being brash right now and make a 12-month plan, and a new male is coming into your life. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so the new moon in Aries is the first of the 12 or 13 moons of a year. If you're committed to working with all the lunations, then the moon in Aries is the right time to start, and drawing this card, no matter when you do it, signifies it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting intentions. There you go. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. We got Victor tomorrow with the shift. Then we have Jennifer. And then we got Wanda on Sundays. And if y'all haven't watched Wanda, y'all need to watch Wanda because she is countryer than I am. Okay? If I'm country as cornbread, Wanda's got to be country as a poke cake. So, I hope y'all have learned a lot of words tonight, like poke cake and poor man's caviar. That Rachel is country as cornbread and Wanda is country as a poke cake.